So
it's not the third time.
this is the one that we're going with. It is what it is.
Be it.
This is it.
For sure.
It's already almost 11. You know, I guess every good thing comes with a lot of struggle. And we definitely been riding the struggle bus, but I think we're somewhat how I kind of envisioned a first episode kind of going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, it's been a long road.
It's been a long ride. We've
been trying.
We've been trying, and I think
we're finally there. I think
we're almost there. We are there. We are there.
I think we're there. I think we're good.
I think me being the perfectionist in me would definitely want to figure out how to get 2 different transcripts because I think that'd be nice. But listen,
it's not worth it.
If anyone started a podcast, or anyone trying to start a podcast, or anyone who, it's when you're in your mid-30s and you're not, haven't been keeping up with technology, I feel
it's not fun. it's a lot of trouble.
We're not defeated, guys. We're here to tell you, this is our first episode for Opted Out Podcast. We're gonna love it. We're going through the growing pains. I think I feel comfortable with this time. You know how many times it feels like we want to be authentic and real, but we're over here like, let me stop this one. This one seems fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's one thing to stop it because something's fucked up, right? Like that's the majority of it.
Yeah, it's like
stopping because it's fucked up,
or just
But we're not stopping because like we didn't have anything to talk about or we were like being inauthentic about anything. We were stopping because mainly you're trying a little too hard.
Huge technical difficulties.
Yeah, but I think we're figured out now. I think we got it going.
I think we do. It's going to sound good. So to get realistic, we always chill, me and you. I mean, you're like my brother. Definitely want to get together and just talk about things that we go through in our life. And we've been through a lot these last couple years. And, I did a little monologue this week, but at the same time, I couldn't think of a better person to do it with. I think we're going to have a great time. We have a lot of people already who's kind of reaching out that wants to be on it. And like I was saying, or I'm going to say right now on our podcast, it's like, we're just 2 regular guys going through life. We want to do the recordings. I think eventually we'll do some live things. Who knows? That's the good thing about this. We can go anywhere we want to go.
Do whatever we want.
And we do have a third. He's not on camera. We'll just have him say hi real quick. He's elusive. We call him the elusive Joey.
How's it going, everyone?
He'll pop in time.
I've never called him that once before in my life. The elusive Joey.
He's the elusive Joey. He's gonna be here with us. One day he'll pop in. You never know, but he'll be kind of here to hang out.
That's first subscriber goal, baby.
Yeah, the first subscriber goal is 1 subscriber, by the way.
Yes.
Joey reveal.
No.
Good thing I have 13 YouTube channels.
I've never made a YouTube channel.
Really?
Never.
Oh, man, dude.
How many YouTube channels you made?
A lot. Only because I did the thing in like 2013 that everybody did and was like, everything I do is very interesting and I'm really, really good at video games, so let me record. I'm really bad at video games. I always have been. And nothing I do is interesting. So that's how that goes.
No, you're very interesting.
No, disagree.
Interesting.
I live such a boring life and I love every second of it.
I mean, so you're saying you're as regular as they come.
I'm just a regular guy.
Just a regular.
I'm just a dude. You're an average Joe.
Just living the life.
Yeah, no, I'm just a regular dude. Outwardly special about me.
So then let me ask you this. What makes you want to do this podcast?
What makes me want to do this podcast?
Besides me saying doing a podcast.
Right. I've joked with you for years that we should do a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had this idea so many different times like I was saying earlier, how many years has it been that we've been hanging out consistently on Fridays or Saturdays? It's been like 8 years.
Yeah, dude, we've been consistent with that.
So, I mean, we've been talking about this for a long time. So I think it was just natural. We're always hanging out, talking shit, and you can't see Joey, but he's going nuts every time there's a Discord notification.
Might have to sign out a Discord for
It's not recording desktop audio.
No, we do have a Discord. We are working on this.
Yeah. We have a Discord. We have a YouTube. We have an Instagram. We have a Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. The idea is to get this up everywhere. Obviously, you can't really post long form content on Twitter or Instagram, but definitely the episodes will go up on YouTube with the video feed. And I think we're working on getting the audio versions out to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So it should be anywhere you get podcasts or
and pop it, listen to us, vibe with us. If you guys like what you're hearing, this is gonna be a super learning process for us too.
I mean, episode 10 is gonna look completely different then.
You know what I mean? And I'm definitely committed to, like I said, I want to keep it natural. I don't want to overthink it. That's the big thing too. Like you're starting something new and you're overthinking it. But I think we're gonna have cool people on. I want to have people just that I'm around every day too, and just talk about different topics. Like, I mean, today at work I had a great conversation where I was talking with a coworker about she's getting married and
don't do it.
That's a whole nother that's like a month worth of content. Yeah, but she's getting married and she asked if her daughter, who has a different dad, would want to take the last name, and the daughter's young, and she was saying how the daughter wigged out, and it was like a learning experience. And then I was telling her, as someone who did take a last name, my stepfather, my father, but technically stepfather, you just should let it happen naturally.
Well, yeah, I mean, you didn't do that. I don't think anybody asked you to.
No one ever, you know what?
And two, it wasn't for years. I mean, that's relatively recent.
Exactly. I think that's one of the big mistakes that in that instant, whether it was harmless or innocent, I think you should not ask that.
Yeah.
Because it should be something that happens naturally. And what I was trying to explain to her, in my opinion, was that, during the course, I saw who showed up for me. And it wasn't like I hate or have such hate for my real dad. And, it's more or less just like it happened naturally. Like he was there with me the majority of the time. Me being a dad now, I could not see, no matter how crazy my ex-wife could be or my baby's mama could be, because I have 2 kids. Just so you know, my name is Justin, JC, 2 kids, boy, girl. You know what I mean? Been married, divorced, got a great girlfriend now. Like, so totally happy. She's great. But that's where I'm at in my life. So we have a lot to talk about. Huh? What up? Yeah. Nah, you know what I mean? So we have a lot to talk about just in my own personal life and my experience and struggles as a man and just growing from what I was. I've been the type of person who's had like a lot of different hobbies, and I am very neurotic in that sense, but we'll get down to that, But I think when it happened for me, when I was talking with her at lunch, I'm just like, yo, I know she'll know who's there. She'll know who shows up. She'll know who'll take care of her. Because from what I hear, and everyone has their own side, I'm sure that guy, whoever had a baby with her, has an opinion on his view of the relationship or whatever.
I would imagine.
From what I can see, person's a great mom. The dude that she's with, a great dude. And I think it's just something that they need to let happen naturally.
Yeah.
And I think it will.
If it happens at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily just because this child doesn't necessarily take his last name doesn't mean he's not a
ton of it. Like,
just a little bit,
a ton of it, and a lot of it. Some was early on, on your side, and then later in life on my family side. Like, it's just funny that you have families that you would like. I never expect the type of drama that my family ended up going through, but I'm happy it happened when I was older, right? Because I couldn't imagine, I couldn't. Even Joey, the elusive Joey, has had trauma too. You know what I mean? So we all experienced these things that happen to us, and I think just coming together and having a space to vent about it, or if anyone can listen to what we're talking about and understands, that we're just 3 genuine dudes here that are just trying to, talk about our problems and kind of have a place to vibe with it.
Well, I think the best way to run this is like I've said a few times now, it's like a stream of consciousness, whatever comes to mind, just talk about it. And we can, I mean, like I said, we did last week for 3 hours. I mean, it didn't record Joey, unfortunately, but yeah, we had 3 hours of just bullshitting, and it was really good. I mean, and that was just kind of a test run. I mean,
yeah, it's funny because, when you're doing something and you're not thinking about, all right, this is going to be our first episode,
right,
quote unquote. And yeah, we got blue light and you might not be able to see us. We'll have better cameras soon. Right. Don't hate, brother. We're learning. I like talking in blue lights. I like talking in, I like just chilling and vibing out in the basement, right? But it's so funny, like we have always chilled and we've always had like a spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's always a spot to hang out, which is, I mean, this is a much bigger spot than you've had in the past.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Which is nice.
But yeah, to go back to your point, I think we just stream of consciousness, like we just kind of talk about what makes sense for us. And then, I do, like I said, we do want to have people on and just kind of we'll have a topic and just kind of go with it and see where it takes us.
Yeah, and if it goes nowhere, it goes nowhere. I mean, whatever.
Straight up.
Like that's just
Yeah,
the way it is.
I mean,
Then
like-
we move on and figure something out. But not everything's gonna be a hit. Not everything's gonna be the funniest thing ever or the most serious thing ever or anything earth shattering or groundbreaking. But
Yeah, but it's ours, right? So
Right,
it's
that's
something
it.
that's our podcast, and we know a lot of people, and I think, getting some cool stories on here and just hashing things out. I know I have a lot of stuff that I love to have on, just even with family, talking with my family, just like, hey, having you on, and then we talk about both our perspectives.
yeah,
Just within when you were going through this struggle and I was going through this struggle, how you saw me, how I saw you, the differences and what you were feeling versus what I was feeling, and just trying to, get other people's perspectives on certain situations, understanding it, and then, using that same energy to protect us in the future when we have to have that same scenario, if that same scenario happens again.
yeah.
Long-winded, brother.
I'm with you. Some situations I really hope don't ever happen again. I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure they don't happen again. But yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
We're both jaded divorced men.
I wouldn't even say I'm jaded. I'm not even particularly jaded. I just don't want to get. I don't know that I'm jaded.
Yes,
per se.
Joey, can we fact check? Can you pull your phone out? Can you search Andrew?
I mean, just give me the dictionary definition of jaded, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, let's do that. Joey,
Because
first pass on the podcast.
my understanding of it, I don't think that I'm necessarily
Tired,
jaded.
bored, or lacking enthusiasm, typically after having had too much of something.
Okay, so maybe yeah, lack of enthusiasm in marriage. Yeah, sure, then I'm jaded. But I think the word jaded in this context has a certain negative connotation to
Oh, it's super negative.
Right. So
The most negative thing in the world.
I don't know about all that, but I don't think
Joe, you ever gonna get married?
See what happens.
All right. I hope you don't.
I warned everybody, don't get married. It's not worth it, in my opinion.
Well, you know what? All right. I'm gonna be a little unjaded and don't shoot me. I would say the most important thing that I've learned about being married and then, getting divorced, which is that's like 5 months worth of episodes.
Yeah.
I got you. But the biggest thing that I learned is that you gotta pick your partner, man.
Yeah.
You gotta pick your partner. If you think you're gonna get married, you want to get married to someone, think even again. Think harder.
Yeah, it's a big decision, and
I didn't take it like that.
I think on some level everybody knows that it's a big decision, but you're so blinded too, by whatever you're feeling at that time. So you're with a certain person, you feel a certain way, and you're like, oh my God. And then obviously there's a natural progression of things, right? So you can only be dating for so long, or that's what I thought anyway. You can only be dating for so long. You can only be engaged for so long, and then eventually you have to get married, right? But at this point, I don't believe that. But that was my thought process. I mean, I got married when I was 22 years old. So
Yeah.
I was a little young getting married, but that's what I felt at the time. I don't regret it. I don't have any, ill will towards anybody in the situation or anything like that. But if I could do it over again, I want to get married.
Yeah, if I could do it over again, I want to get married for the reasons that I particularly felt that I got married for. I don't even know why I got married, to be honest.
I don't know why you got married either. That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah, I don't even know why I got married. I just think it is what it was. I think certain points in my life, personally, I just went with the flow too much.
Well, right.
And it's cost me like a lot of BS, but it's obviously stuff that I needed to go through because I needed to be married. I needed all that to happen. I needed to get divorced. I needed to be married, and then I needed to get divorced to be where I am today mentally. You know what I mean? And I still have way more to deal with mentally.
I mean, everybody's got a lot of work to do, especially, our family. We've got a lot going on.
Yeah, our genes are very strong in mental illness. Very strong. I think, how like some families' genes are strong and they give them like good bodies. Nope. Our genes, you're fat.
I would.
And you're going to starve yourself.
Yeah.
And you're going to freaking run and eat chicken and broccoli. And I'm running 3 miles. I ran 9 miles this week. I dead ass did. I may not look like I did, but I did. And I'm like, yo, why? I'm still fat. It's like our genes. And then you got the mental illness with our family. Yo, it's strong.
And we got the short end of the
Literally. Shut up, Joey. Shut up. Don't even smile. I don't want to hear you breathe.
It is literal too.
We're short kings. Short kings, brother.
It happens.
No, we're short kings. Say it.
We're short king.
Yes.
There you go.
And I'm not sure. I'm vertically challenged is what I say to everyone.
That's a good one.
I'm not sure.
That's such a high school woman thing to say.
What do the high school woman thinks? What woman says I'm vertically challenged?
I've never heard of
what woman are you talking to? Because you're tall.
vertically challenged women.
Yeah, exactly. Joey looks down at people all day.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, you are an asshole, dude. When I said I was having OCD that I wanted to get this to work right, that we should stop and record, you were like, you should. You're right.
That wasn't being an asshole. That was pushing you to get the results you wanted.
And did we get the results we wanted?
Exactly.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
We'll find out.
Yeah, Joe, if you're not on this podcast, if it doesn't record you, you're done.
It's over.
I'm not doing
done.
3 bikes. You're remoting in from your house, and you can just lay in your bed
Yeah, that's it.
with no camera and pop in when you need to. Like that's just,
Keep your shit on mute. Watch a movie.
yeah. Go. Actually, you can still come over.
But just go upstairs.
Go upstairs and go watch a movie in my living room, and we'll drink Bud Heavies together. After this, dude.
After we'll drink beers.
After. Well, during. I mean, I'm definitely gonna. I think that. I mean, this week has definitely been sober because I think we needed to be. But I should have smoked. I think I smoked and I got retarded. Excuse my language. I know I'm not supposed to say that word.
Yeah, no kidding. Right?
But I'll say fuck.
It was like the hyper fixation on getting this to work, like when we could have
Oh,
recorded the audio and figured it out.
no, dude. But I just didn't want to do it.
You just want this particular program to work.
Yes, and now we got it to work and we figured it out.
Yeah.
And the next step would be is figuring it out when we have 2 cameras and we try to get one on you and one on me, or we just rock this for a little while.
I think we just do one camera, dude.
All right.
Because like to add the second camera, we'd have to do the whole thing again, where we have a second browser.
No, we're gonna get that to work. We're gonna get it. It's gonna work.
I like this better.
All right, I'll cave to that. This is not bad. This is what it is.
Like I said, unless the best way to do that is going to be through OBS.
Yeah.
You don't want to do all the
No, I
work
don't wanna-
that's going to
So,
be required.
Want to be what it is? If we have guests on, we'll just remote them in, bro. I think we're gonna do it that way for a while.
Get like a nicer camera eventually.
Yep.
And
Yeah. So Opted Out Podcast. It's gonna be with us, Andrew, aka Snowman, JC, and we got our boy Joey over there. You know what I mean? So I think this is gonna be fun. I think we're definitely amped to do it. Definitely taking some time to get comfortable. I definitely, and yeah, just kind of winging it, right?
yeah, I mean, I never wanted this to be scripted anyway.
Yeah. It can't
Like it's one thing to
have a topic.
think about topics
Yeah.
and think about things you want to talk about, but it's another thing to like come in with a script. I mean, unless Budweiser reaches out and wants
Listen, Budweiser.
I will say whatever you want me to say.
wants us to have an ad.
Nah, don't say that.
Script
Dude.
that.
Anything.
Don't say that.
No, don't.
Sell my soul.
You sell your soul to Budweiser,
Sign on the lot.
King of Beers.
He would.
There's something about that logo I've always liked too. I've always liked the red and white logo, the A and B of Bud Heavy.
I do the Steins. I get the holiday Stein. I don't drink out of them.
Stolen.
I certainly don't drink.
Bro. I have a little valor, bro. I drank a Bud Light this week. Sorry,
Heavy.
Bud Heavy. Dude, I've been drinking. It's so hard. It's so hard because that's the first thing when I think of Bud.
When you say the word
Yeah,
light, comes
yeah.
immediately.
I mean, how many Bud Lights did we see freaking Seamus and Tim consume?
Too many. Admittedly.
They drank Bud Light like it was just
Like nobody I've ever met before in my life.
like it was just I don't know, man.
I've never seen. I mean, and then you go over there and that's all they have. So then you're drinking Bud Light.
Yeah, no one.
But-
I said Joey's the only person in my life, other than my Uncle Oscar back when I was a kid,
Yeah.
that drunk Bud Heavy.
Yeah.
The only one.
I mean, all the men in our family drank Bud Heavy back then. I remember seeing Bud Heavies in my house.
Yep.
It's
Joey was the last of the Mohegans of the Bud Heavy guy. He stayed true. What other beer do you drink, Joey?
IPAs.
Yeah, pretty much IPAs. Other than that, whatever. Local brewery on that.
I mean, you like the craft beers, right?
Exactly.
But if you're out at like a bar or whatever, like Quinn's, which is a bar in Worcester's nice. You like
I'm at a bar, I'm getting Budweiser every time.
yes, every time.
Unless I'm doing some kind of vodka Red Bull or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when was the last time you actually got a vodka Red Bull?
I haven't seen you drink a mixed drink in a minute, dude. So, I mean, remember we were on the Grateful Dead kick?
I was gonna say the only mixed drink I do now, I'll do a JMO ginger, but
Hey,
Do any day of the week.
yeah, especially Tara, Grateful Dead. Was it Thursday? I went, Kevin. She happened to walk by. Like I didn't. Tara, great lady. If you're around Worcester and you listen to this, go to Quinn's. Ask for a Grateful Dead.
Thursdays and Fridays.
Thursdays and Fridays. Tara will make you
talk to Tara.
Very, very good. It's probably one of the best ones that are around. Every time I get a Grateful Dead, people look at me kind of weird. Like, what is that? Well, remember when we went to the casino and every single one was different?
Every single one was different.
I'll never forget that.
They're all bad.
We went out.
all bad.
We went out one day and I was with these two, Joe and Andrew, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a drink." And I forget what it was, but I said, "I'm gonna get a Grateful Dead." And both of you guys were like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then we got one, and you were like, "Damn, yo!" And we went to every bartender at Foxwoods and freaking had one, and they were all different. They were all different.
Not for nothing.
And they all made a face when you said it, like, "What?" Grateful Dead.
I mean, they were all different, but we were all fucked up.
And they get DUI, you know.
And get a Dewey.
I'm so happy.
And thankful.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank God, dude. I don't know, guys. Regular dudes here. We're not gonna sit there and act like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, I don't think there's like RICO for drunk driving, right? Like I'm not gonna get RICO because I said a drunk drive before.
Statute of limitations.
So we're gonna call your bros.
Yeah, call my brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, can you get RICO for saying that you drove drunk at one point in your life?
Well, they can't prove it, right?
It's true. I'm just saying it doesn't make it true, right?
Yeah,
I'm not confessing that I've driven drunk.
These are my confessions.
Yeah, Joey.
No, never. Not Joey. No. And especially not with me in the car.
Yo, the only time that I got worried with Joey was when we went to Wachusett. We went to Wachusett.
I think that was the night.
Was that the night you fell in the middle of the...
It was because that was the night that we did the thing. We went to the other place.
Joey, this contingency, literally before we even started, he's like, guys, we did 3 practice rounds and you cannot be. This time, I just want to sit in the back and I don't want to be talked to and I just want to chime in.
I just want to chime. Yeah, we can't.
So, Joey, you don't have to say that because I'd be telling this story if you were here or if you weren't on the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't know if any of our listeners or soon-to-be listeners, because this is not even out yet.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. Good job.
Have you ever went out with a friend? Joe, small guy. It's not small. He's a big guy. And he freaking... Oh, yeah. I'm the type of guy that goes to...
You stopped getting...
Yeah, I'm the type of guy that goes to a brewery and will switch to margarita.
Yeah, you're a psycho.
I mean, it is what it is. So we're drinking. We're pretty tipsy. Joey's, leaning back in the chair as some people do, right? Like some people lean back in a chair and, he's taking a risk. And usually Joey doesn't take risks. My boy Joey,
no,
he doesn't
take.
He's not a risk taker. Joey's a very kind of like, I'm going to drink this Bud Heavy and I'm going to chill right here and I'm going to get up.
No Bud Heavies at Wachusett.
But no, I'm just saying in general, since that I see, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
This is the first time I ever see him risking it, like going in the back of a chair, like leaning back. I can't even do this because I'm so far low.
Yep. And
he just went back a little too far, and the chair slipped up, and this man just falls straight back on his back, elbows hit the ground like it hurt.
Yeah. Like even if I wasn't looking at it and admittedly dying laughing,
I didn't laugh.
Just the sound of it.
It was bad.
That was a thud I've never heard before.
Right? Granted, it was almost closing because they closed at 10.
Yeah, that
Eastern Standard Time for our...
About a 9:50 fall.
Yeah. So it was like...
There's like 4 people at the bar, 2 other people at another table.
And that's another thing too, like, I think it wouldn't have been as bad if there was a lot of commotion.
Oh, it would have been worse.
Oh, you think?
It would have been worse. Because then there would have been people around us, at the tables around us,
sure.
And he would have fallen over and everybody would have looked at him, trying to help him up, try to see if he's okay, get him a ride home.
My man fell. He fell.
Yeah,
he gets up quick.
It was a fall.
He got up quick. Yo, Joey, tough.
Dude.
Like, he fell. That shit hurt. I know the wind was almost knocked out of him. And he got up quicker than he fell.
You wouldn't have known.
I was up before the sound was over.
But that brief second, the whole shit went quiet.
Oh, my God.
Like the lady walked in the bar, stopped. The guy putting the chairs up, stopped. We were just like, what the? I was like, whoa, he's dying.
I was dying.
I thought he was going to die.
I was dying laughing.
Joey,
so good.
He's like, we're leaving. I'm like, yeah, dude, we're out.
Get me out of here.
So then we leave there, right?
Oh my God. And in my infinite wisdom, thank God, I decided to ride with you. Holy sugar.
And then we're driving down. We're not even going home. We're driving to go to Quinn's.
No, we weren't going
to Mass. Great place, great food, great times. I want a sponsorship for Quinn's. I go there once a week. If I get big on this podcast, or some people listen, if I get 10 people on this podcast to listen,
and go to Quinn's,
I get a free freaking sandwich.
We're doing a meetup.
We're doing a meeting in Quinn's Irish pub in Worcester, Massachusetts.
I'm down.
On Gold Star, right now.
On West Boylston.
On West Boylston Street. Okay, go there.
When
you're there, your family. Tell her JC and Andrew sent you.
Yep.
She'll know we were the divorced drunks that were there. And Joey. Joey goes there. We were the divorced drunks and Joey. They went there.
I mean, me and Joey were going after 99 trivia for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with your favorite landlord.
I plead the fifth.
Hey, better than the new landlords you have.
But pros and cons to everyone.
But yeah, no, that was nuts. He starts driving. I thought he was gonna die. I'm like, dude, what are we doing? If we get to freaking Quinn's, start drinking more. Good thing is from Quinn's to your house is less than a mile.
We've had a few instances.
Yeah, we'll talk about those
another time.
We'll definitely have a segment of drinking and driving in our escapades and the shit that we got away with, man, as a regular guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even care as a non-regular guy. Like, I have tested fate.
One too many times.
That I don't ever want to drink or be drunk and drive ever again.
No.
At all.
No.
I'm
so
guys. It's not worth it.
This is not condoning the actions.
Dude, lose Matt.
Driving is such a bad idea.
Let's just think about it. Let's scare ourselves a little bit, Joey. And I want your opinion on this too. Imagine getting pulled over, how like that. Imagine
your life is immediately over. Reliant on the public transportation schedules and God forbid a bus goes or me either. And I think you just go to a bus stop and you just get on.
Yeah, but you have to know where the bus is going.
Yeah, there's a schedule online.
Imagine having to take the bus, Joey.
Nope.
You don't even like to call in your food.
Right.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, yo. Yeah, imagine that, taking a bus too. Like, yo, we're gonna go. Listen, we're not knocking it. Listen.
No, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
Respect the hustle, but as someone who's been fortunate enough to have it.
Yeah, I've never ever had to take a public.
And I'm not knocking it at all. But
I mean, I've done Ubers and stuff.
Yeah.
But that was on vacation. That's a whole different kind of privilege.
Yeah.
But yeah, like taking Ubers I've never taken an Uber in my city, but I've taken
various places.
Lucid Joey.
Name now, I guess.
I know. After 3 hours, I think we finally got our.
Yeah, I think we figured it out.
I think I think our first.
Can we play this and there's no audio?
Yeah, right. I don't even want to think about.
It's all right. We'll just have to do our
re-record it again
next week. I hope this works. We see the little purple dot around our face where we.
It sounds like it's going. If it doesn't go, then this will never see the light of day, and nobody will ever know this happened anyway. But
we're so old, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I just turned 30. You're not 37 yet.
Next 2 months. Dude, I want to be 40, and after this year, 3 years, bro. It's crazy. If I make it.
You'll make it. You'll get there.
I hope so, dude.
I think you'll get there.
I can't wait till we get into the topic of like dying, because then Andrew gets mad weird.
Dude.
We're talking about it. We're making you be uncomfortable, bro.
I don't care. I'll talk about it. I just don't like it.
You gotta learn to get deathlessness, bro.
To get what?
To not have a fear of death. To achieve death, not having a fear of death. Deathlessness.
I wouldn't say I'm afraid of it. I just don't like it.
But
such is life.
Yeah, dude. But no. Pumped. I think we'll end it here.
Yeah.
I think this is a good kind of icebreaker.
Yeah, just kind of talking.
Next week we'll definitely have a topic. We'll definitely be, just kind of go with the flow, like you said. Keep it conscious, and this is it. Opted out. We'll have everything kind of. I think if we do this, I think if we do one episode a week and we air it during the week and then re-record, I think we can kind of do that and kind of, I think do it that way. And then any person we want to have on for now, we'll just have the remote in. I think that's the easiest option because we have the 3
Well, you got to figure too, getting out here isn't always everybody's favorite thing to do.
No, I mean, it'd be nice later down the road to kind of be able to have maybe one other person on or whatever. But I think that would be the goal for later. And this is the setup that we're going to rock with now. And, it's been blessed to have more than, they make podcasting kind of easy. These things aren't crazy expensive.
Oh.
It's good to have.
I mean, the interfaces aren't cheap.
Yeah, I've been having them,
Yeah, but you had them. They're not cheap, but
I think we'll definitely pick a topic, and we're excited to be here, and we'll just end it at this point.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Opted out. We out.
Opted out podcast. We're opting out. I'm gonna go shut it off.
Shut it off.